I got championship goals, I got championship flows, I got a championship mentality.
Back by popular demand.
Let's do it. We made it to week two, brother.
Week
Made it to
two.
week
I
two.
want to welcome you, Prashit, actually,
Yep.
to episode 2 of Floor20. I want to welcome myself as well. I'm happy to be back and welcome everyone at home listening, watching. We're doing it for you guys, so we're happy to be back, Prashit.
Definitely. It's really good to be back, and we definitely heard some things from some of our listeners.
We got some feedback. We got some nice
got some
feedback.
good feedback. It turns out we're actually the only people that give a shit about what we think about sports. So we're actually going.
It's not a thing.
It's not, yeah. So we're gonna flip the script a little bit, and we're gonna focus more on our commentary on culture and
Pop
stories
culture,
and shit like that.
news stories. You know what? We had fun doing that last time, and we found that you guys enjoyed listening to that a lot last time. So we're going to flip around, like Prashit said, more heavily weighted towards that and a little bit less on sport. But hey, we're still going to try to be funny all the same, mate, aren't we?
That's the one. But we are going to, we will tackle sports on the back end. So do stick around. And if you guys aren't into sports, we will still give our spin on it. So it'll still be entertaining to you guys. But other than that, bro, I think we had another request, which was who the fuck are we? Yeah, people were wondering who are we and how do we get here? So I think it would be good to actually just do an intro that people can come back to. Hopefully, as the podcast grows, they can figure out who we are.
Totally.
So, bro, do you want to tell them a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, totally. And just to sort of build on that one, we want to be authentic with really who we are on the podcast. So
Definitely.
So just a quick little intro on myself here, Prashit. As you know, we've been mates for a long time, mates. And for me, and anyone that sort of knows me, is that sport is really the thing that drives me in my life, mates. And
Okay, mates.
g'day, mate. Yeah, and so for me, like we touched on at the end of last podcast, it was the whole cricket thing for me. How I grew up with the sport. My old man absolutely loves cricket. Got me and my brother into it.
Yep.
And so I was lucky enough actually to play a little bit of professional cricket in my career over in England, playing for teams over there, and then back in New Zealand for a little bit as well. So yeah, that was something that really was inspirational. That I've done that for myself. So really happy with that. And and there's in terms of other things, like I did a business degree at university. We did it together.
Yep, we
did it together. We did business together. So I guess combining those two things to create this podcast is something that drives us really, mate. So
I will say both of us we've had a bit of a jumping around the globe. Yourself, you did a couple of stints over in England with your cricket and worked over there a little bit, and then you've been out here in Canada for 2 years now, and I came and joined you.
Yep.
Myself, I after uni, when Devon shot off to London, I stuck around in Auckland before shooting off to San Francisco. So I lived in the States for about a year and a half and had a bloody good time there.
Nice one.
Came back to New Zealand, did some work out there, and then joined you out here in Vancouver. Was lucky enough to get here before the winter came.
Winter was coming.
The winter fucking came, bro. But definitely, I think we will do future episodes to dive a little bit deeper, into our backgrounds and everything. But we've traveled a lot together as well.
We have.
And I think we went to the same high school, and we became really good friends throughout university, and we did some trips over to the States together, and I'm sure we'll be exploring some of those stories.
I was gonna say, we have done a lot of travel together, and as we move through the series here, guys, we'll be dropping little stories here and there that I think you guys will really enjoy. To put it lightly.
Well, switching gears, and that's to be honest, you're gonna hear switching gears a lot. That's my favorite go-to.
You like that?
I like that, baby. But
Fast and Furious fan, eh?
Hey, Fast and Furious.
Yeah, it's up there.
You had a request. We were seen drinking some alcohol on the premises.
Red wine. Red wine.
And we had the request to see, what the fuck are we drinking? So we thought we'd do a little segment to kick off the show every time and introduce to you guys what we're actually drinking. So, I'll be Mr. Wine Man here today. So what do we got here? We've got a little wine from Francais. Parlez-vous français?
Parlez-vous français?
Let me...
Bonjour, je m'appelle Devon.
If I don't know if this is in focus, but let's see. This is pronounced maybe Vignoble Pau Mau Grenache Noir 2018.
Yeah, there he is. Bring it back.
But what do we got here? This is all of our wines are going to be ranged between $10 and $20. So Obviously easily accessible. But we've got some cherries, some vanilla, some blackberries, and
that sounds absolutely incredible.
Slightly spiced as well.
I
So,
literally can't wait to taste this one.
we are Indian, so we do like that spice. But let's have a little taste and see how it actually fares up,
Should we
man.
cheers that, mate?
Cheers.
Good to be back, mate.
Good to be back. Yeah, this is actually this is riding my range right here.
I like that one. And you know what, Prashit? Being on the other side of the couch here, you bring the wine home for us, don't you?
I do.
You bring the wine home for us.
I do.
You're the wine winner. You're the wine winner.
Yep.
And I don't know what you're going to bring back every time. And
It's a surprise.
it's a surprise, and this one's a great surprise, mate. So.
It is. It's bloody good. It might be better than last week. So
It is. Yeah.
let's try to keep the trend rolling. you know?
Yeah, I'd say that.
So that's the little wine segment we've got. But
Totally.
tell me, bro, what have you? I know that you had something interesting happen yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
So for me, over the past week, I was looking forward to doing the second episode of the podcast because
Yep.
we love doing it. But for me though, I had a little something go on last night, Prashit. So
Yep.
it was the Waitangi Day celebration here in Vancouver, and just for all our listeners back home, maybe if you aren't from New Zealand, we can give you a little bit of insight here. So Waitangi Day is, I guess, New Zealand Day, sort of the
Yep.
Independence Day for America, Canada Day here in Canada.
6th of 6th of February. 6th of Feb.
Yeah, is the actual date. And so, and really, Prashit, it's not a hugely celebrated, partied,
Yep. Not like Australia
item on the
Day
calendar.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
back in New Zealand. But then when you're, I guess, living overseas and you can come together with a bunch of Kiwis, you make it into a party.
Definitely.
You make it into a party, and I know over in London they do like pub crawls as well.
Yep.
Massive pub crawls. And
Just a
so
legion of Kiwis.
yeah, absolutely. And that's just absolute mayhem when that happens.
Yep.
And so, there's an organisation called Kia Ora Vancouver.
Kia ora.
Kia ora, mate.
Yep.
Kia ora Vancouver.
Morena.
And so they were, I was actually lucky enough to be asked to MC the event.
Mm-hmm.
To MC the event, and
You
that
spit
was a
some
whole
bars.
lot of fun. Well, I dropped a couple of jokes now. Some didn't quite hit.
Yeah,
Some hit as well.
Those are tough, eh?
I'm learning about stand-up comedy, man. Kevin Hart, I feel you now, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just an amazing experience. And
Yep.
Prashit, I want to actually get into public speaking. It's something I actually quite enjoy. Different way to express yourself, and being on stage, you can just really be yourself and go out there, and I love it, mate. So that was exciting, to be honest.
I will say, I've always been comfortable with public speaking
you've
and
been real
whatnot,
good.
but I really enjoyed. I gave a speech at my cousin's wedding a couple years back, and that was like the unlocking of the beast, it was a full skip, bro, and I was lucky enough to MC my other cousin's wedding, and it's bloody good fun, and
totally.
I won't say I'm offering my services to everyone because I do want to enjoy the show as well, but definitely I wish I could have been there to see that.
No,
but
that's all good, man.
yeah, bro.
Can I just interrupt you? Say I am offering my services. So if anybody wants me to MC the event, hit me up, man. Hit me
DM
up.
for rates. Hey, fucking throw me in there. Hey, we're coming to package deal.
Hey, we're doing it.
Floor20 open for services. We should smack the Gmail up on the old
do it.
Instagram, eh? But all right, bro. Well, what else have we got going on? Today's we try to record these on Sundays and try to release them on Mondays, just so you can be waiting with your popcorn. But speaking of popcorn, we had the Oscars.
Man.
Right now.
Yeah, totally. I might have just finished or whatever, but this is pretty relevant here. And can I just say that it was huge news to hear of Taika Waititi.
Round of applause.
Taika Waititi, our guy from New Zealand, he's just an up and coming absolute superstar here, and he won an award for Jojo Rabbit, and he's made a whole bunch of other cool movies, man.
Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, he goes to Thor
and
movie?
he even acted in it. He was the guy that was like, "Oh, bro, my skin is like rocks, bro." Like that. He was that guy.
He's just the man. And then
bro.
his Kiwi stuff as well, like Hunt for the Wilder People.
Yep, that was a brilliant movie.
Things of that nature. What We See in the Shadows, all that stuff.
It's crazy,
So cool.
actually. When I was in the States and here, when you introduce yourself, Taika Waititi is actually one of the things that a lot of people bring up. Like, oh, have you seen what's that vampire one? What's that?
What we see in the shadows.
What we see in the shadows, and like a bunch of his projects. So he's definitely repping New Zealand, you know.
Hard. And he's just a typical Kiwi as well, just going out there, just being himself. So I love it.
Definitely.
That was awesome to see, man.
Other winners notable for us, anyway. I really enjoyed Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, so it was cool to see Brad Pitt, one of my favorite actors, win Best Supporting Actor. Yeah. It was a long time for him as well to finally win, 30 years in the industry. But
crazy, man.
The main what was it called? The best leading actor or something was Joaquin Phoenix for for Joker. We saw Joker. We both saw it, and
unbelievable.
It was
wow. It was crazy.
The performance was so fucking good. Like, bro, he lost the weight for the movie. Like, bones were showing, shoulder was poking out. Like, some fucking freaky scenes in there as well.
You could just really feel that he was like the perfect Joker.
Yeah,
that
Joker,
he's
that version.
Yeah, that version of the Joker.
Yeah,
like that's him. That's really him.
Hey, he was up on that stand-up stage with bombing on those jokes.
Hey,
like,
man, it's kind of sounded like me last night.
Oh shit! Then we up there.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, but no, the Oscars were good. I heard Eminem performed. I didn't see it, but always good to. I think he actually performed "Lose Yourself." That song just fucking goes.
Oh, that pumps, man. I don't know. How was the feedback on that one? Was that like a little bit? Everyone was surprised to hear it. I think
so, but I think we're gonna just have to see tomorrow, bro. It's pretty early, for the old feedback. But should we switch lanes a little bit and keep it moving? All right, so let's get into some current events and things that have been happening around the world.
Okay.
So I've got a little story here that was given to me. This was actually something that was covered in another podcast called My Favorite Murder. I'm sure a lot of people listen to that podcast. But I thought I'd tell you about it and get your take on it, eh? And,
sure.
So let me see. All right. And I'll throw this up on the screen as well so you guys can see it as well. But basically there's this guy. Okay, just going to make a note. It is a bit of a sensitive topic. We're not trying to offend, but we're just going to move past that.
Don't get fired. Don't get fired.
Yeah. So basically, police, bro, in Miami, Florida, of course, Florida man.
Florida.
They have arrested 60-year-old dude that is believed to have raped 44 women over the last 40 years, bro. He's been on the loose for 40 years.
Like,
bro.
How does that happen, man?
Let me give you more. Let me give you more details. So, some details of what he was actually doing. And this, I actually have learned a lot of lessons because I live in the country back in New Zealand and we have a dog, like a Roddy and stuff, and we've always had big dogs. So
Roddy Rich?
Roddy Rich.
There it is.
But we have a bad habit of leaving our doors open. And there actually have been robberies around our area, but even here, like when I go out to do laundry, even if it's just like 1 minute away or whatever,
you gotta lock it, right?
Yeah, we gotta lock it, bro. Like it's so fucking scary. But this guy, man, he would stalk like 20 to 40-year-old women, working professionals that live alone and stuff.
Man, oh man.
And he would sometimes he would break into their house when they're not there. And he would like wait in their closet till they're asleep.
Are you kidding me? That's a horror story,
bro. And he'd put a pillowcase over their head so they couldn't see him, and put like an ice pick up to them so they couldn't scream. And he changed his tactics after a while. Like one time he was spying on a girl and she went out to like her neighbor's house, and for 10 minutes he snuck in there. And she came back, and then like
it just makes your stomach like really churn. Like,
yeah, bro. And like over the years, like massive manhunts, big CIA operations, like nothing. They couldn't find anything except for the fact that his blood had like a very unique piece of evidence about it, right?
Yeah.
But they couldn't compare it to anything. This is the 80s, right? But then he started to change his patterns, and like there was actually like some 70-year-old woman that he attacked, and she actually chased him out of the house, bro.
The 70-year-old?
Yeah, and he left a whole bunch of stuff behind, but real fucking scary. So like, just a word of like, everybody take care. But the thing that I want to say is how he got caught.
Okay.
So number one, they actually became like father like son. His son actually got caught. I can't remember when, but doing a similar thing.
Oh my!
In Miami,
in
Florida,
fall too far from the tree.
Yeah, bro.
Man.
And they actually got his evidence. And they were able to cross-reference the father's evidence with his because he had that same rare blood trait. And then they had a suspicion, so basically they started following this guy around the supermarkets and stuff, and swabbing his trolleys and shit after he like finished shopping. They finally got the DNA match, and they finally arrested him, bro.
Well, thank God he's locked up or whatever the case may be with him.
Yeah,
like,
bro. Honestly, that's
God
mad.
Damn, like,
And
like, man, like we both plan to become parents one day.
yeah,
We both plan to become parents one day, and you know, if we have a daughter, or even
if you aren't a parent already.
yeah. But like imagine, you know, you've got your own specimen walking around, and there's people like that out there. Like
Specimen's the right word. But the reason I brought this up was not only to tell the story, but I want to see, like, have you experienced like burglaries or anything like that before?
Well, so I haven't like been in the house to experience it, but one time actually. You know, back a few years ago now, I think I was a teenager. We were traveling actually. Our whole family was traveling down to Christchurch in the South Island of New Zealand. I think we were going to like a family wedding or something like that.
Yeah, yep.
We took a road trip. We drove the whole North Island, and then went over the little, was it Cook Strait? Is it?
Yeah.
Cook Strait. Yeah.
On the Untitled
on the Untitled, and then down to Christchurch. So that was an awesome trip. But actually, man, as we were on that trip, we got our cousins to go visit our house to see if everything was okay, right?
Yeah.
Just to check on the house.
Yeah.
And literally the whole house was turned upside down. Our whole house was turned upside down.
God damn.
And later we figured out that they snuck through one of the, like, somehow went
Busted
under.
it.
Well, I guess they must have busted a window and then like opened it. And then they all went through. They got like a little kid to go through and then unlock the doors.
Damn,
Yes, man.
recruiting.
Yes, yeah, bro. Yeah. It was like
Holy
a whole planned thing.
God.
They knew we were gone. I don't know how they knew, but they knew we were gone.
Yeah.
And they literally, so like my room, clothes everywhere. There was food everywhere, like juice all over the place. Like, bro, they
Stop for a little snack.
They stopped. They ate all
little
food,
PB and J.
bro.
Little protein shake in the kitchen.
I was looking forward to that apple juice when we got home, and it wasn't there.
Shit.
But nah, man. So like, I can actually say that we've had our house properly robbed, and like we had so much stuff taken, and like that's actually something that when you think about it, someone was in your house.
That's disgusting.
Without your
That's
permission.
disgusting. Yeah.
And going through everything, and man, so
I'm bleaching that bitch. Everything.
no, exactly. So I have experienced it, man, and
God
to
damn.
say that. So yeah,
Well, we've been lucky enough. Knock on.
wood.
We've been lucky enough to not have anything happen. Some of our neighbors, and like we live in the country, we live like down a long driveway.
Fada.
Yeah, fada, bro. But we've been lucky to not have anything happen like that.
Yeah.
However, we did have a shop back in the day, you know. And I was young. I was maybe 7, 8 or something. And back in these days, my dad was diesel, bro. He was lifting. He was lifting, cuz.
Big boy.
He was a big boy. And what happened was, we had, like, people had tried us a few times, but lucky we had a close-knit community. And we had one of the neighbors actually, like, in the back with us. And my dad was out there, and some guy pulled a knife on my dad, bro.
No.
And like said, oh, give me, like, all the money and shit. Bro, this dude.
What do you do?
Straight out of Fiji, son. Reaches underneath.
Bulla.
He said, Bulla Vinaka, look at my knife. Bro, he pulled out a machete, bro.
What?
And he said, look at my knife. And the guy just fucking boosted, son. And then my dad, he was in flip-flops.
Yeah.
So the neighbor that was with us, he boosted after that one. But there were two like 16, 17-year-olds. And my dad grabbed our previous Roddy, and just fucking bolted after the other one. So they went two directions. And so my dad's fucking hustling in his flip flops and his jandals, going, you know, like just pumping.
The flip.
And he left the machete. Thank God, he left the machete at home. So he ran, but he couldn't catch him because the damn flip flops. But the other neighbor actually got one and pinned him up against the United Video, bro, and got him there. Fucking, he was trying to. Yeah, bro, he caught one of them, and then a couple weeks later, they caught the other one as well. And then,
beauty,
bro, their parents made them come and apologize in the thing. But I think they probably did get some like juvie
like
or
juvenile, yeah.
Locked up, don't let me
Hey, there he is. Get a boy.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, but haven't had any serious things happen to me, luckily. But god damn, my dad fucking handled that, eh?
So
like
you reckon you'll be the same as your dad? Do you think, or?
Well, I can be hot tempered at times, but I don't know. We got to see. Like, hopefully the day never comes where I got to be tested, you know. But yeah, bro, that was a bit of a shocking thing, and yeah, I mean, I'm thank God that guy in Miami got arrested, bro. Like, that's pretty fucking scary. He even hit the same apartment complex multiple times. Like, that's nuts, bro.
Dirty people out
This
there.
is a dirty boy. But yeah, bro, I've got another story, but if you go on,
I don't have any stories per se. So did you want to hit me with
yeah,
your,
well, I've got another thing in the same vein.
Okay.
In the same vein. So, do you know who Lori Harvey is?
No.
I got Lori on my wish list.
Oh, yeah.
So she is Steve Harvey's stepdaughter, and she's an attractive woman. She's Future's missus now.
Future.
Yeah, Future. But she actually had a bit of an incident, bro.
No.
So I'll chuck this one up on the screen as well. But if I have it here, so basically, bro, and I'm not going to play the whole thing for you, but if you have a look, she was in a parking garage and she's got the Rolls Royce truck, right? And she parked in, and bro, like, she's by herself. Two dudes in a car come in this black car, and one follows her and kind of jumps her, goes into the driver's side, but she straight thugged it out, and she tried to pull him out, bro.
Oh, what the hell?
God damn, bro, she got guts.
Shit,
but then, bro, but then she said, "Oh, fuck this, I don't want to die." So she left, and then the guy ended up taking like her bags and like the
She just walked away.
She just walked away, bro.
Why
well, because
she's
like,
I don't want. Why is she running?
Because she's like, I don't want to fucking die. Like, oh, why isn't she running away?
Run away.
Because she's probably like, oh, I don't know, these guys.
They're not gonna do anything.
Yeah, they just. But then, luckily, they didn't steal the car, but they took her stuff. But, bro, that was pretty insane. I don't know if I'd be able to do that, to be honest. Like, if somebody came to rob me, I don't know if I'm trying to go back and jump them. She must be bred like that, bro. But I was gonna ask you.
Yeah.
Have you yourself ever, committed a little crime and stolen something ever?
Well, to say something on that video, I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah,
I'm a lover, not a fighter. Nah, jokes. So I wouldn't.
It goes down.
Go down in the DM. Yeah. I wouldn't approach anyone, man.
Yeah.
If they were breaking into my car, I'd just.
Take it and go.
Yeah.
Take it and go.
Yeah, just take it, mate. Whatever you need, take it.
Whatever you need. Hey,
you want something else, mate? Yeah, man. And so, what was your original question?
My question was, have you yourself ever stolen anything?
Well, yeah. Actually, you know what? I do have a story on this.
Yeah.
I do have a story on this, and that's when I was a little kid. I reckon this is going back to like maybe 7, 8 years old.
Yep.
We're in some sort of like supermarket.
Yep.
Some sort of supermarket, and I remember I just took like a little, like, I think it was a chocky bar. I think it was a chocky bar. But I was with my mum.
Little Kit Kat.
Yeah, might have been a cake, might have been a
Little Snickers. Little Snickers.
It's always a number one. It's always a number one.
Hands
You're
on
not
the
you
nuts.
when you're hungry. You're not you when you're hungry. Eat
You're
a Snickers. And so I snuck it in, and then as we're walking back to the car after we paid, like, I don't know why I just didn't give it to my mum, because she would have paid.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh, hey mum, look.
Ooh.
And then she was like, Devon, are you kidding me?
Oh,
and then
shit.
we had to like
Go back
and like,
I'm sorry. Turn into a dog. But oh, bro, mine's kind of similar. Like, I will say I was a little bit. I had some slippery hands back in the day. I'm not gonna lie.
5-finger discount.
Yeah, I had a little 5-finger discount. But there was one that just really sticks out to me. And back in the day, bro, I think it's actually making a resurgence. But back in the day, it was real cool to have that little chain hanging from your jeans. You know that little slick little chain?
I think I carried that on a bit too long with that lanyard at university.
But bro, so like I wanted it so bad, bro, and like every time we'd go to Farmers, because we'd go to like shopping every week. It was like a family outing. Every time I go to Farmers and see it on the jeans and just be like, oh, like I want to look swag, like I want to be like 50 Cent. I want to be like Chingy, like and bro, I went through the fucking extent and I unclipped the chain from the jeans on the jean, and I just fucking pocketed it, bro, and just I went for it.
Creative,
bro.
mate.
It is creative. It is, and because I was intelligent. I said, this has no like magnets or like no beepers on it. I think I can.
You just
I think I can leverage this.
You
bro.
did it.
I think I racked that thing, bro. I racked it, and I was sitting pretty with my little silver chain, and hey, there was no repercussions. I was sailing free, so.
man, that's good for you, man. Like,
good for me, yeah.
I
I just
actually
got some EXP points on that one.
yeah, you leveled
Yeah.
up. That's probably KOKN times 10, to be honest with you.
Yeah, a little silver chain just to fucking straight off the rack cheek. Yeah, bro. Well, let's see what else we got on the menu.
Yeah, you have you got like another little current event here for us?
I actually do, bro. Yeah. So, we have the little coronavirus pandemic happening, and it's taken the world by storm.
It's a crisis, right? It's a crisis.
It is a crisis, bro. I think, Vin Diesel's been drinking too many Coronas and he's just been, pumping them out. But I don't know too many details, so I'm not going to act like a fucking biomedical research expert here. But there was actually a doctor in China that discovered or saw coronavirus early in like December, and he tried to communicate it, and he got shut down. And he actually contracted the virus himself and passed away.
No way.
Yeah. So like the doctor that passed away.
Was he the first guy to get it, or like?
No, he was the first guy to observe it.
Observe it,
and he thought it was like SARS or something. I don't like that old virus, right?
By the way, that's SARS to North America.
SARS, like SARS. But apparently, there's like 40,000 people with corona, and about 7,000 of them are critical condition, and we're actually approaching about 1,000 deaths.
No.
It's actually building.
Actually, because you know what? What you just said actually just hit me. Because now I'm kind of like even understanding the real depth to this.
Yep.
1,000 people?
And think about this. Like 700 of them are from that one region in China. Now, what
is it called again? What?
Wuhan.
Wuhan? Yeah.
Wuhan. And...
Mulan. No, sorry.
Mulan. Mulan. But, hey, that's got its own controversy. But, okay.
Yeah.
So apparently China, bro, they've just said, fuck this, we need to control this.
Mm-hmm.
And they've completely just like quarantined the entire Wuhan province of like 30 million people or something. So they've just cut them off from civilization. And so what I wanted to ask you, bro.
Yeah?
Because I actually think I would be ready for survival if Corona turned into the fucking Walking Dead.
Oh my God, you've got me.
I know exactly how to survive, and... Let me ask you first. So,
okay,
and let's just say you could be anywhere in the world that you have. Just say like you've been there before, or you could have access to within a day or two. Like, tell me about what you would do and where you'd go and how you'd approach this.
Okay. So zombie apocalypse, pretty much, eh?
Pretty much, Corona turns people into fucking.
Okay. Yeah.
Like,
whoa,
yeah.
whoa, hey.
Look at Undertaker. Like.
Yeah. I mean. I'm gonna say that I'm probably not the best person to hang around with in this situation. Yeah. Like,
I got you, G.
Yeah, I'm not the most knowledgeable when it comes to this, but but you know what? I just think if you want to try to survive,
you need a microwave.
So, well, now that you mentioned that, I was actually going to say that, like, I'd try and go somewhere with food. Like, for me, first of all. So, I don't know. I'm thinking supermarket. I know you see it in all the movies. You see it in all the movies. Like, I'm going to go to the supermarket. And I know you're going to...
Stock up.
Yeah, I'm going to stock up. And, I don't know. I feel like you can sort of kind of barricade yourself in there. And and obviously, like, in terms of escaping people and being by yourself, you want to go somewhere... Maybe like as an option 2 for me here. Somewhere secluded, high up maybe. I don't know.
There you go.
High up.
Okay.
And so yeah, why don't you take it away
You're
from there,
speaking
mate?
my language now. I thought you were gonna die on episode 2, but like I think you're gonna maybe survive a couple seasons with me.
Okay.
So here, bro, like I've actually thought about this in the past and like had dreams or deep thoughts about what the fuck if the zombies come? Where would I go? So, bro, my parents' house is actually fully equipped for this shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we're high up. We are in a small, isolated country, New Zealand.
Yes.
We are 200 kilometers away from the major city.
Yeah.
We are another 15 kilometers away from our small city. It is separated by a river. There's a river that you have to cross to get to our house.
Oh, and
okay. So, and then we are high up. We are also down a long driveway, which is like off all the main roads. And we have full perimeter fencing. We have water that comes out of the ground. So we have fresh water. We have generator as well. We have weapons. We have machetes
Yeah, as
and
we've
spades and
heard.
shit. Yeah, as we've heard. And we also have livestock. We have fruits and vegetables already growing on the property. And we have animals. We have like sheep, goat, cows, chickens. A Roddy that we won't eat. But he's a guard dog. He's a guard dog. But yeah, bro, we're fully equipped, eh? Like, honestly, I was actually thinking about this and I'm like, damn, that's the fucking place to go. That's the place to go.
You've just described the perfect environment to survive anything.
I think I'm surviving till
life,
season
Prashit.
3. Till season 3.
But, you know, it can't be like Walking Dead and just going forever, though, surely.
No. We got to find a cure at some point. Come on. Like, it's got, there's only so much you can do on a fucking farm. Like, yeah. I mean, there's a reason why I'm here in Vancouver. It gets a bit, boring on the fucking farm. But
shout out Hamilton, though.
Yeah, shout out each town.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I thought that would be a fucking good place to go, eh? But all right, so should we stop on the old zombie talk?
I mean, it is entertaining, mate. But I mean, I've got a couple of things that I just wanted to share with you.
All right. Yeah.
If that's okay with you, mate.
Go for it.
Cheers. So I'm gonna put my glass down.
Okay. I'm gonna pick mine up.
Hey. So there was one morning this week. One morning this week, and I was putting my shoes on. Getting ready to leave the house, and I noticed that I always put my left shoe on first. And same with my socks as well. I always put my left sock on first. So I was like, you know what? Let me just try and put my right shoe on first. Let me try and put my right shoe on first. Yeah. And it was quite entertaining, mate. And maybe you heard it or maybe you didn't hear it. But so I just felt so weird.
Put on the right one.
I tried to putting on the right one first.
It's like when you use the left hand sometimes, eh?
Yeah. Just
Oh shit!
Make it numb. Nah.
Hey, don't get fired. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So I was just trying to just slip it on as normal, and it just wouldn't go in.
Hey?
So I started like.
Wait. Are we talking about socks? Okay. Yeah.
I like where your head's at right now, mate.
I know. Two dudes on the couch.
Yeah, so, whoa.
That's the title.
Yeah. So I was just I don't know how to phrase this now, mate. Yeah. Anyway, man, I was just trying to put my right shoe on first, and literally, I just couldn't get my foot in the shoe, and so I don't know what it was. So I tried slamming it. I don't know if you heard that. You might have still been asleep. Slamming, and then I even fell over, bro.
Hey!
I fell over.
Oh fuck!
I literally was like, oh shit! Just lost my
shit.
balance, and I was like,
Damn.
oh my god, this is actually like a thing. So I went to put my left shoe on, just worked fine. Then my right shoe worked.
And it worked.
Fine. It just worked.
Damn, that's weird.
So, man, I don't know why that is for me, but I'm curious if you know of anything like that with yourself, where it's like you have to do this before the other one.
Okay, I'm gonna limit myself here because, as you know, I am extremely OCD.
Yeah.
And
I know.
we could open up a 2-hour episode on this just alone.
Special edition.
Yes, there's a lot of things,
Okay.
my brother. Okay, well, this one I think would probably be more normal. Like, I systematically brush my teeth. Like, I make sure I hit, like, every section. Like, and I always have the same routine.
Okay.
On the right side, back corner, every tooth, about, 3 to 4 seconds, and then move across, and then I do the tops, and then I do the backs.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, the tongue, but
you go.
that's that one. Then I've got another weird one. So, like, I've got this thing with my shoulder blades. And, like, if I'm just sitting down on the couch, and I feel my shoulder blade rub, like, that way, I don't know why I always have to rub the other one as well. And like, it's almost like I feel like, imagine there's like a fucking cheese grater and it's just grated a piece of my shoulder blade. I feel like I have to even it up on the other
it's kind of
side.
like when you're at the gym where you're like, you have to do there.
It's just, everything needs to be fucking like in sync and shit.
Yeah.
But, oh bro, what else? Oh, what the fuck else? I mean, for example, when I like make eggs, I always have the same setup. Bowl, paper towel, eggs, same amount of
You
spoons.
love eggs.
I do. I love my fucking eggs. It's like straight out of the chicken's ass, but yeah, bro. But on the shoes, I'm gonna have to like check this out to see if I do the left or right foot first.
But I reckon
This is gonna trip me out.
Because I think you might actually be the same way. Like it might differ between which one, but I reckon
Routine,
it's always the same one.
Yeah, that's true.
Just something within us. It's quite interesting. So, and even if you guys at home want to try it out and get back to us on it, see if you guys agree or not.
How do you put your t-shirt on? Are you a head first or are you a...
I'm a head first.
Ooh, I'm about to dive in. But you're a head first. I'm a
head first.
I actually, yes, I'm head first as well. The reason being, if you go arm first, if you're wearing deodorant, it's really easy to get it on the shirt.
Yeah.
And that, so like from that, like I think I became a head first, and you kind of like just finesse it in, you know.
And I kind of find like when you're wearing a hat and you've got hat hair,
yeah.
quickly get the hair through.
Just get
put the hat back on.
Yeah, put the hat back on.
Put the hat back on. So
Look down so nobody can
yeah,
see.
exactly. Don't look at me, guys.
Don't look at me. Yeah. But yeah, fuck. That's actually a fucking funny observation, man. Like, I'd love to sit down and think like, what other shit I do like that. Eh?
Yeah, I reckon go back and try that. And you know, something else I just wanted to bring up, Prashit. As you know, I have trouble, you know, introducing myself over here because of my accent and my name.
Holy shit. We are on a fucking wave because I want to talk to you about names as well. Holy shit. Okay, go.
Yeah. So basically, guys, like, so my name's Devon, right?
David?
See, that's the one.
David?
So, and obviously, in a North American
Grande
accent,
coffee for David?
there it is. I was going to bring that up. Like, in North America, I guess, how would you say it? Like Devon, more like that.
Devon? Devon. Devon's the main one.
But as in, like, if it was just like the name
Devon.
more like a But
Devon.
we say Devon in the New Zealand accent.
Devon.
So whenever I meet someone new here in Canada, it's an absolute struggle, and my friends and family have experienced it when I try and do it. Man, I don't know why, but whenever I say the word Devon, people think I'm saying David. And it happened, and you know what? I wanted to test it, so I went to Starbucks just before this, and I ordered a coffee.
Yeah.
I ordered a coffee, and I can't remember where I placed the cup.
Yeah.
But literally David.
David.
And I want to say 90% of the time of my Starbucks orders, I say my name, Devon, and they give me David. I'm wondering, why does Devon sound like David? Because to me, that sounds so different.
It sounds so different. I think they just hear like Devon, like, and
they hear me say Devon quick. And
Devon quick, and they're just like, oh, like.
Is that David?
David, yeah. And like, bro, so I have the same issues. So
I don't even look like a David though. That's fine.
Like, I go by two names, one that family calls me and one that friends call me. And I actually identify more with the one that my friends call me, Prashit. But the reason that actually happened was I went to school on like my first day of school, and they did the roll call in New Zealand. They said, Prashit. And I said, no, my name's Prashit. And they said,
Prashit.
no, no, it's Prashit. Because my name's got a swear word in it. And this was a fucking problem because I could never put my name in like Neopets and shit growing up.
Really?
And like, yeah, bro, and like Xbox Live and shit like that.
Really?
Yeah, bro, it's fucking invalid. I said, fuck you.
What?
So like, yeah,
so when
bro.
you're a Pokemon trainer, you can't be you can be
Pokemon custom.
Yeah,
That's custom. Yeah, bro, and like, over here I always have that trouble of like, oh fuck, like if I'm gonna order a fucking food and they say, oh yeah, what's your name? Do I say Prashid? Do I say like Kumar? Because that's just fucking way easier.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I'm just like, oh, I just look at my credit card. Like it's right there. Like honestly, bro, it's such a fucking hassle. And the reason I was actually going to bring this up is because some lady sued Amazon because she named her daughter Alexa. And kids at school have been treating her like a slave.
Like,
because,
hey Alexa.
Hey Alexa. Hey Alexa, do this. Hey Alexa, do that. Bro, oh my god, that's fucked up, eh?
Oh, bro.
That would be so... I mean, I know what it feels like to get fucking fucked up by your name, yeah. Not taking the piss, taking the shit out of.
Yeah, like literally.
Like literally taking the shit out of my name. Like... Bro, honestly, but I mean, that shit made me strong. That shit made me stronger. All Blacks falling like they did in the World Cup.
Stop it.
But yeah, bro. Like, I mean, now it's actually really interesting in America and Canada. I've never gotten the other version of my name. Everyone automatically says Prashit. I've had zero name problems in America.
So even when they just look at your name, they just say Prashit.
Clients, job interviews, phone calls, customers, food places, always they just assume the I is E, so Prashit. So I don't know. But in New Zealand,
Prashetti?
but in New Zealand, completely different. Weird, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I guess our accent is more geared towards the other way.
Geared towards it. Yeah.
Geared towards that, mate.
Yeah,
And,
but oh fuck, that's funny, man. Anyway, David, what else are we? What else
Man, and everyone always calls me that like after I go to Starbucks. Oh, g'day, David.
G'day,
Hey,
David.
mate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. I wanted to ask you if you've seen this little video. I want to show you a video actually.
Okay, show.
I want to show you a video, and I just want to see.
Chuck it up for the guys as well.
Yeah. We'll show everyone at home as well what I'm about to let Prashit in on. If the Insta wants to load here, Prashit, it's having a bit of technical difficulties here.
Oh,
Well,
that's beautiful. That wine.
Do you have anything actually on board while this loads? Because it's
Yeah, bro. I do.
Okay.
You figure out your technical difficulties.
Do you want to speak right? Or?
But what do we got here? I don't want to transition too much into music yet. But so do you have? Has it come up for you? Or?
Yeah. Give me like 10 seconds and it'll
Alright.
be up for you.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Hey, that's Dave, Mississippi. No Skippy. Oh, that was.
Okay, actually, I do have something.
Okay, I got it.
You got it. Okay, you got it, girl. You got it. All right. So what do we got here?
Yeah, sorry. So let me give you a bit of.
Yeah.
So, have you seen much of owls? Like just like just have you seen much of them how they like act and stuff?
Like just like this.
Okay, let me show you this video, man.
Like this?
I want to catch it. Yeah, like that. I want to catch your reaction on this though. Okay. Look at this, man. I'm laughing at it just looking at it. Okay, wait, and 3, 2. Here, look at that.
Oh shit!
That's
this
just
shit
that's
be
just
prancing.
that's running, bro. Look at it, just stares at you. Just runs at you and stares.
Oh my god! What the hell?
Oh my god.
I would not think that because most birds like hop like that.
Yeah, this
Right.
thing is literally just like
Damn,
running a
it's
100 meter
running.
sprint with Usain Bolt, man.
Looks like a freaking emu. Like,
like, and it's the way it was like approaching and just staring your soul.
big
down,
ass
like,
eyes and
yeah,
shit.
it's-
Oh my!
I was like,
looking
damn.
deep into your
I
soul.
didn't know an owl could do that, man.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Oh, bro. So how about we switch it up a little bit and get onto some
Get back into some sport,
some
eh?
sports, bro.
Yeah.
And everyone, keep listening if you're not even into sports. We're not going to go super deep into the topics. We're gonna give our take, give our spin on it.
Yeah. Like keep it real broad, keep it real
Yeah.
high level,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like just our takes on it.
Yeah, bro.
So I actually wanted to like start with NBA.
Oh, okay.
I want to start with NBA and ask if you had a look at the Lakers versus the Rockets. Anything around that? Did you follow
Oh
that game?
yes, a
Well-
bunch of small boys on the court. Yeah.
First of all, did you see LeBron's dunk though?
Oh,
That one
rock the fucking
Good,
cradle.
bow,
Yeah.
boom, man! That was
Frame for
sick.
frame with Kobe.
And that,
That was
picture
sick.
as well as
Oh, that was fucking
my
epic.
God,
You might
iconic.
see that picture up here very
Yeah,
shortly.
whoosh, that's a good idea, man.
Yeah.
That dunk was unreal. I had to like. bring
Actually,
that
no.
one up.
You know what? Give me 2 months. I'll do that dunk myself. I'll do that dunk
You got me
myself.
the G League? You got me the G League?
Bro, I'm telling you. Okay, for just whatever information sake, Devon can dunk. I have been able to dunk in the past. I can't now. I'm currently rehabbing my ankle. But
He back. He come back.
give me a couple months. Give me 3 fucking months.
You're gonna
I'm
be yamming on
back.
people's
I'm
heads.
gonna
On his head.
yamming it on
On
his
his
head.
head.
Be yamming it on everybody's head. So just watch at the rec center. Everyone's gonna be fucking on fucking head. Little.
Oh, rock the baby, boy.
Yeah,
Rusted
bro.
that to go beer today. Rock the baby.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, in that game, the Rockets played everyone under, 6'6" and under. And guys, like, this is the NBA. People are like 7 feet tall, over 7 feet.
Yep.
They played a whole game with everyone 6'6" as the tallest person. and they-
Against the biggest team in the NBA.
against the biggest team with some massive guys, and bloody hell, they beat the Lakers with a small ball team.
With a small ball team.
But that, yeah, I just, man. like,
I mean, I don't think it's gonna last. I think they lost their next 2 games.
Right.
And they're getting bullied now. Like it just happened.
it can't last.
It can't last, bro. Yeah.
And I saw something quite funny. They were like, it was a meme. They said, "Oh, Houston Rockets, looking for a center. Go out and sign Isaiah Thomas."
Isaiah Thomas is
Isaiah Thomas is
5'8".
5'8",
Like,
5'9".
yeah, he's 5'2". Yeah. Oh my god. Fuck yeah.
It's crack up.
Yeah, bro. What else you got on the sports agenda?
Yeah, I mean, we're in Canada.
Yep.
We're living in Canada, so got to shout out the Toronto Raptors. They're on like a 14-game
I thought you were
win
gonna
streak.
talk hockey. I was like,
No. Yeah, like hockey's all good for you Canadians. We're basketball guys, though. So
Huh?
yeah, we're
Yeah, Raptors on a streak.
What are
Little
they?
streaky
14 or
streak.
15?
Yeah, boy.
Unbelievable. So
This
that's
is my boy Sajibaka. Mafuzi chef. Mafuzi chef. Speaking of Mafuzi chef,
Stop
you
saying that.
you want a
Stop saying that.
you want a little refill?
Should we get a refill?
Yeah.
All right, man.
Actually, you know what? Shout out to Serge Ibaka for real. Number 1, he's a fucking fashion icon.
Yeah.
Number 2, I think he's the one that said, "What it do, baby?" And then what's his name? Kawhi was like,
He
"Let's
made
get
it big.
He
That's
made it.
good, that's
bro.
good.
He made it.
Cheers.
What do you do, baby? But,
Yeah, he's a funny guy. He's a good looking bloke as well.
Oh, he's a good looking.
Jeepers. Got that,
Oh.
that jawline.
He's
God.
got that jawline. He's been in the media a little bit for some other assets that he has too, but we won't dive too much into that. Too much into that today.
Stop saying that. Yeah. So there's that.
That's
and
sick, bro. The streaks are cool. I was just watching a video of Coach Fizdale, who used to be a part of the Miami Heat staff during those years, and he was breaking down the those years where they went on that big winning streak. Was it 22 or 27 or whatever?
Right.
And it was just awesome. It was awesome to like dive into that time period, and it was cool. So I mean, it's gonna be cool to see if the Raptors continue this going. Like that would
be awesome, man.
Yeah,
that would be
yeah,
awesome. I mean, have you got anything on basketball? Because there's something else I wanted to mention as well. Or
Let's have a look. See.
yeah.
Well, basketball. I have got. Do we want to talk about the D'Lo Wiggins cat trade? Nobody cares about that.
Nah, it's cool that they switch teams.
It's
and,
cool.
And
Yeah.
good fit for both sides. But
Do you want to talk about this whole drama with Oprah's friend Gayle King?
oh my God, I saw this.
Yeah.
So tell me about it.
So Gayle King is Oprah's best friend and is now like a news interviewer and has her own show and all that kind of stuff, right? So she's interviewing Lisa Leslie. Lisa Leslie is a WNBA legend, and she was Kobe's friend back in the day, Kobe Bryant's friend. And basically they're bringing up Kobe's accusations. And Gayle's getting a lot of heat because the timing's bad. And he was acquitted, and like she even admitted that, but then she was just really, really prodding. And a lot of people are just upset because the timing's bad, and it feels like she's just thirsty for things, right?
Yep.
For views.
Yep.
And our guy 50 Cent, the fucking troll king, comes on. He posts a video of Snoop going in on her, posts a video of this other guy, Lil Boosie, going in on her. And actually, interestingly enough, LeBron James liked both of those posts as well, so he's on board.
Ooh,
he's on board.
man.
Protect the Mamba at all costs.
The thing is, you can't. Oh man, like you can't do that.
No.
You can't bring it up at this point. You shouldn't bring it up in general, but especially at this point in time, that's something that's wrong. And you've got to understand that people are gonna look at you in that way if you.
I mean, people are still mourning, like
Yeah.
you know, like, and he's not here to defend himself. And I mean, he was like,
Guys,
case was
yeah.
thrown. I don't want to dive into the case. You know, it's a sensitive subject.
No, like Kobe did some stuff wrong back in the day, guys, or maybe he did something wrong. But
I mean, yeah, let's not dive.
yeah,
into
no,
let's not dive
nothing.
into
But
it. Anyway, the last thing I had on, I have a couple of things on the NBA.
Okay.
One is KD, the interview. Okay. So KD did a long interview, and a lot of little tidbits have come out of this. And number one, he's still using his burner accounts.
Yep, I heard that.
I want to ask you, have you ever created a little burner account, huh? little stalker creeper account?
Oh, I have got not many followers, mate. So there's no need for me to have a burner account. But hey, no, I haven't. No.
Okay, well,
You?
I don't have a burner account, but I do have multiple accounts because I just want to get all my names.
Yep.
And so, like right now, I've actually deactivated my Instagram because I'm just trying to block it out, have a little bit of a break.
Okay.
So I'm actually on my little burner. Second
Instagram.
Instagram. I do. And on that one, I like only follow like 10 pages or whatever, just to stay in the loop and feel like
You follow
I'm connected.
Floor20?
I do follow.
Yeah.
I will now.
Yeah. Actually, maybe
Yeah, no, it's my burner, son.
It's
my burner.
Yeah, it's a burner.
But yeah, bro. So he said, "Nah, bro, I'm keeping my burner." You know, he's like, the only reason I got caught last time is because you do what he do, baby. Because I think he was trying to slide in some girls' DMs and he forgot to switch over. But yeah, like I wanted to talk a little bit about his injury. So he tore his Achilles. Doing his little but obviously that's a bad injury. I want to talk to you a little bit about a career killer. I hope let's just wrap it up on KD. I hope he comes back. He's going to be dominant next year. It's going to be fucking unbelievable. But I wanted to ask you, what are some of the most painful injuries or worst injuries that you've had?
So yeah, it's a great question, and I'll try and keep it short, but I have had many injuries. I have had many injuries, but and with cricket, mainly with cricket, because man, I saw a thing where it's like when you bowl a cricket ball, I think 6 times your body weight is thrust through your back and and planting leg when you bowl a cricket ball.
My neck and my back.
My neck and my back. You just got knocked the fuck out.
Damn.
Yeah. Let's keep going. So yeah, man. Like I had a really bad like patella tendonitis for a long time, which really and that held me back while I was playing over in England, which is quite frustrating as well. So every time I'd slam my leg down to bowl the ball, I'd feel that pain right under my knee there, my left knee, just absolutely pain, terrible injury.
Yeah.
And you know what, man? I had to like not bowl for a couple of years as I was growing up as a teenager. 13, 14, 15, because I had lower back and side issues. Because when you bowl the cricket ball, if you haven't got your action right, you're gonna pull something that's not
right. You need form.
So when I was 12 years old, I remember coming in one time bowling, and my side just went.
Tore that shit up.
Tore all that shit up, baby. And I had to go down to the ground, and I couldn't move. My side was gone. And so, like I said, I had to take 2-3 years off even bowling a cricket ball because I just ruined my back and side. Damn. So. Yeah, and my ankles are glass.
Glass, yeah.
So, but yeah, what about you?
I'm trying to. Actually, my ankle, the reason why my ankle is buggered is actually been buggered for 8 years now, 7-8 years now. I was going like 80, 90K on a jet ski, bro, and I hit the back of a fucking ferry, the wave on a ferry, and my fucking jet ski just hit the wave and stopped, and I just went, I stopped. I fucking flew up in the air,
crazy.
And I think I hit the jet ski on my way up. But then I fucking pin dropped onto the water, and at that speed, water is like concrete.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And that clapped my ass. Like I tore all my shit up, bro. And I didn't do any favors. Like I went out, like strapped it the fuck up, and just like not Advil, fucking Nurophens on deck, and just went out. But it's been bad, so I'm finally trying to fix it. But it's a tough ride. Like we went out a few months ago, and I completely re-sprained it, literally walking on the sidewalk. Like. It's fucking glass, and it doesn't help. Like, yeah, I did it in a fucking club, but like another injury that I had real bad, bro. I think we were gymming together at this time, maybe, but this is just one of the dumb shit that I used to do. I wanted to like learn how to handstand, and I was like handstanding, and the what happened was my dog came and knocked me. While I was handstanding, and my arm gave out, and I landed on my head, and my whole body folded my chest into my chin, and it went into my fucking chin, bro. And I'm telling, my chin basically just stabbed my fucking sternum, bro. And I was sitting there, like,
I know those feelings.
Just wanted to fold over, fucking bird pigeon, pigeon chest, bro. Like
what? No, man. That I know.
I had a deep contusion that one, and like that was bad, bro.
But you saying that is actually reminded me of one more I want to sneak in quickly.
Yeah.
So when I was again back in those younger days, obsessed with bowling and cricket ball. So I was on the tiles in my kitchen, and I was like, let me just practice this bowling action. And there was a guy called Sean Pollock who used to play for South Africa who like really flicked his legs up when he bowled. Yeah. So I was like, let me try and do a Sean Pollock, and I flicked my legs up, but I forgot to put them back down.
What?
I forgot to put them back down. So
you're in space, son. What?
So
what?
So when I was bowling, I landed on my face on the tiles. And guess what? My lip went sort of through.
Oh, is that how that happened?
Yeah, my lip went like under my tooth, and my tooth went straight through my lip and cut my lip, bro. And my lip went onto the floor and was quivering on the floor, bro. The lip was off me and quivering on the floor, and was just bleeding everywhere. And so cricket's done some serious damage to me, man.
Oh shit! The lip. I was gonna say another one, but I don't think I can follow that one up. But God damn, did your teeth break?
Well, I think I like chipped my tooth, but the lip was just
fucking off. Just like a fucking worm on the ground.
Yeah, literally. Yep.
Just fucking crawling along.
Not good.
Oh my God, bro. That's fucking rank as fuck. Well, the last little NBA thing I did have was I actually came across this Instagram post.
Okay.
And have you seen those like fake NBA Tinder profiles?
Maybe not.
Okay. I'll bring this up on the screen for you guys to look at as well. But let's have a little look-see, eh? So here, we've got James Harden, travel agent. If you don't love me at my 3-19, you don't deserve it at my 60, 10, and 10.
Ah, that's awesome.
That's fucking good, eh? He's fly, bro.
That's the best, yo.
What about Jimmy G? Mr. Buckets, Mr. Miami himself.
Jimmy B.
Jimmy, yeah. Playing in Miami, working hard, getting buckets, winning, dislikes, all of my former teammates. That's a reference
Just
with
straight
Oh
in.
yeah, bro. Okay, Ice Trader
Ice
gang,
Trae.
Ice bro. Hasn't Trae Young got the best hair in the NBA?
Okay, like on the other end, on the other end of the scale.
Oh shit.
That's why he's wearing a hat there.
Anyway, the location logo, I like that. Pulling up from deeper than Kyrie Irving's thoughts.
Oh my gosh, that's
Bro, Kyrie's the most sensy guy. He says, I'm basically Steph Curry, but with the bad facial hair. Bro, Trae Young, bro, he's something
Yo.
special. What about
Hans.
Joel Hans?
Hans.
The process. Just a sensitive 7-foot big man who occasionally cries at the end of Disney movies and Game 7 losses in Toronto.
Oh, I thought we were
Bro.
gonna see something about Rihanna there. You know, he tried to.
Oh,
he tried
you
to
tried to
give
hit at
Rihanna,
her. Bro, and then Mr. Fun Guy himself.
Walk away.
Hey, cut that shit out. Hey. Oh, wait. Load manager. Managing that load. Anyway, nothing
Oh,
looking,
bro.
not looking for anything serious. Nothing that involves back-to-back dates.
Ah, get off, boy.
Too busy in the 305.
Or is it just a hit and run?
And then our boy, Damien.
Dame Zala.
Big Game Dame, Logo Dame, rapper, baller. Check me out on SoundCloud. That's a good reference. Check
the
us out on
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud as well.
We're on
Audio only, son.
SoundCloud.
But I just thought that was fucking
That was
crack,
good,
man. I
man.
came across those and it just made
You know
me
what?
laugh.
I
man.
appreciate you doing that for me,
Yeah.
Prashit. You just enhanced my life there.
That's the one. That's the one.
Enhanced
bro.
my life.
How's your Tinder profile?
It's non-existent, mate.
Oh,
I actually gave it a little key delete. Gee.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hi
yeah,
there, my.
yeah.
That's the good one.
Yeah. Well, what are you thinking about sport here? Like, I've got another couple, but should we
Yeah, I've got another couple.
should go like quite quickly through it? Or
Yeah, let's
briefly?
just hit these.
Yeah.
Yeah. So John Jones had a good fight.
Okay, yep.
Very controversial decision. A lot of people thought that Dominic Reyes won. Dominic Reyes put the pressure on for the first three rounds. Then John Jones really picked it up in round 4 and 5.
Yeah, Reyes like caught him.
He caught him. Yeah, he caught him. Oh, he caught him in the chest, but while he kind of was kicking, so he slipped. But I know UFC's got a weird scoring system. I think you could have given round 2 to John Jones. I didn't see the individual scoring cards of the judges, but there has been some controversy there. But I will say, like, people can shout all they want, but if you're gonna beat a champion, you should beat a champion convincingly. Like, it's hard to...
You're taking his title
You're
away
taking his
from him.
title.
Yeah.
So, like, I know it was controversial. You could have given it either way, but I'm not mad at it. Hopefully they get a rematch and Dominic Reyes is a bit better. This was his first 5-round fight. But yeah, bro, that's a little UFC update there.
That's unreal.
We got Stylebender coming up soon. So that's
our
going to be a
guy,
fight. We're
our
going to be
guy.
up for that one. So Stylebender versus Yoel Romero. That's going to be a fucking sick fight.
Yeah, and you touched on Antonio Brown
Antonio.
last. So I just wanted to just like a little touch on that one as well. Did you see the Logan Paul diss track?
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. That shit slaps,
Bro,
son.
I was like, I'm kind of getting into this.
That
man.
shit slaps.
But
He said,
there's one line I
you
actually
go,
wrote
yeah,
down
yeah.
for you. I'm gonna knock your ass out like I'm Vontez Perfect.
"Oh,
And
boom."
Vontez Perfect was the guy
The
that
guy-
put him down.
Ooh,
And Vontez Perfect really injured
shit.
people. But I was like, oh, bro. Like, if you're Antonio Brown, you got to come after this guy now.
Okay, well, we haven't had the time to look at it,
Yeah.
but literally before this, I think he just dropped a track.
Oh, shit.
So let's come back next
Okay.
week. I'm sure there's going to be more drama coming out.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's follow the story, yeah?
follow
Yeah.
this Antonio Brown story and see how that goes. But
Cool.
bro, I've only got one topic left.
I'm pretty much done, yeah, man.
Let's wrap up with this today, and this is some class fucking sports that we've got here, guys. And
Okay.
I wanted to show you a little video, and I'll put it up on the screen as well. So we've got the cage, we've got the fighting cage. I came across this weirdly enough. It's in the Philippines,
Okay.
and it's on ESPN.
Is the
and
octagon right now?
It's the octagon. However, looks like a decagon. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like a decagon, bro.
Decagon.
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 But bro, 3-on-3 MMA matches. Bro, this is full on Royal Rumble WWE. Bro, check this out. And they just start ravaging each other, bro. Look at this. Hold up.
Fucking Kabaddi G.
Kabaddi. Bro, look at that.
Oh my God.
Shit.
Dude, oh my God,
shit. Royal Rumble. And bro, look at some of them not that fit, bro.
Why
Like,
don't they just like...
oh.
Can they go after anyone? Or
They
like,
can, yeah. Look. They'll try and gang up on each other in certain parts. Look at this. Look.
This little one in the back.
Oh my god,
Bro,
bro.
this is wild.
Look at this guy down in the bottom.
Look
Oh
at the refs, bro. The
shit.
refs are like running out of the way. and
Bro,
shit.
and like they won of some DQ, but I just wanted to show you Big Boy. Like he had some real fucking sick celebrating dance moves. Check this guy out. Big baby,
Hey, man, don't-
baby,
don't hips though.
baby, baby.
Hips don't lie. Hips don't lie. Coming back.
Hey, look at oh, he's better than Shakira, son. Bro, what the fuck is that? 3-on-3 fight.
That's wild. That's wild.
Holy,
man.
what's if you actually think, what's the wildest fucking like sports shit that you've just been like, what am I watching here?
like whack?
Like, yeah, whack
I don't
shit.
know,
Like,
man.
what am I
like,
fucking
oh man, oh shit. I don't know. It's a tough question. Like
Sometimes you watch the Olympics and you're just like, what the?
some of those little sports.
Some of the
Oh,
little
like
sports.
no offense to Canadians. Sorry guys. Yeah, I'm gonna pre warn this.
Yeah.
One. No offense. I don't really get curling.
I mean, okay, yeah, it probably takes a lot of talent and skill.
Yeah.
But like,
Is that a fake comment?
yeah, but yeah, that's a bizarre like, Olympic
maybe
sport.
maybe you Canadians can help us out with that one. Like
Yeah,
respect
drop-
to people who do it, but like that's
fucking comment on that
that's
one.
that's a different one for us.
Yeah, bro. Anyway,
Yeah, man.
unless you got anything else, should we?
I actually don't have anything else, man.
Well, should we wrap it up there today?
That's episode 2, eh?
That's episode 2. So, look, if you guys really liked the episode, we'd appreciate if you liked and subscribed
Yeah,
to
totally.
the YouTube channel. And we'll try to release these on Mondays or Tuesdays, depending on how things go. Also, drop a comment and let us know what you think. And if you've got any questions or want to know about any stories that we've got, we can answer some of your questions and give you a shout out at the end as well.
Yeah, and yeah, we're happy to like have a little segment even on like
Yeah.
on fan feedback. So we're happy to do that.
That's it.
But Prashit, I wanted to leave you with one quote here.
Let's go. I love quotes.
Challenge normality and inspire others in the process.
Beautiful.
Cheers, guys.
Do it.
On the shit, I'ma go Super Saiyan. On the shit, on the shit, on the shit, I'ma go Super Saiyan.